YouTube Nation, Main Event TV, aka Me TV, aka Lest We Forget. Today's tribute is to one Mr. Hector Macho Camacho. I'm telling you, guys, when I first heard the news, I was very upset about it because as a kid growing up, I watched this guy fight his heart out every round, and even though he was stylish, even though he was cocky or flamboyant, the guy could fight. He is a legend in boxing. If you don't know the name Hector Macho Camacho, there's something wrong with you. So today, even my outfit, that's right, my outfit is tailored to him. I'm telling you now, I have a lot of respect for him. I'm very saddened to hear of the loss of Hector Macho Camacho due to the fact of what's going on, what happened to him actually. I mean, I'm sorry, but to be taken out the way he did by some guy who was mad and shot him in the face, that pisses me off. You know what I mean? You gotta think, this man fought in the ring with his bare hands, you know what I'm saying? Or gloves, whatever. He fought like a man for years, only to be taken out by some guy who think he's tough, you know what I mean, using a weapon. That really pisses me off. It really does. So I have a lot of things I want to say about Camacho today. And what I'm going to do is, this fight will be very easy for me as usual, like all of them are. But I'm going to extend the rounds a little bit because I do want to talk about his history, his fights, his legendary fights, Julio Cesar Chavez. There was times when Camacho knocked down, he beat, I should say, an aging, Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, there's so many memories when it comes to Hector Camacho and what he did for the community of boxing in general, not to mention the Puerto Rican community as well. As we all know, when it comes to fighting and boxing, Puerto Rico has a huge, and Mexico, they have huge respect for what they do. You know what I mean? They have so much pride. As you can see, I am wearing, that's right, see it? I'm wearing the Gladiator, was it leopard print Gladiator that Camacho used to wear today? So as you can see, I'm going to try to extend these rounds. Hector Camacho was a person who seemed very kind, also kind of crazy, but you have to be kind of crazy to be in that type of business anyway, okay, people? Let's be honest here. Sometimes it's what you have to do. This guy I'm fighting right now is a counterboxer, a puncher, I should say, but I really don't care. Look, he's bigger than me, stronger than me. He's still going to get knocked out. He don't want none of this cancer. He don't. But I'm just saying that you have to understand that this today is not about boxing. This is about Hector Camacho. It's sad to hear that he is, as they would say, brain dead. So, and to hear that, they finally, said something about it on Thanksgiving, that really makes me upset. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you spend Thanksgiving. That's sad. I feel bad for his family. My prayers and, wishes go out, to his family, his friends, and all his fans too. Because, he, like I said, he did a lot for boxing, He was a showman, and then that's what he was, not to mention a warrior in the ring. So it's not like he couldn't back it up. Putting him in the ring these days with certain people, he killed these dudes. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys. And Camacho, you know what? Camacho almost reminded me of slightly Vinny Pazienza. You know what I mean? The Tasmanian Devil, where they just had this mentality when they got in the ring. It was just like, oh, I'm going to just tear you apart. Win or lose, I'm going to make it look like, I'm going to act like I won regardless. And that's something that, it says for the character of a person. It's just really sad to see that Camacho, oh my God, this guy's pissing me off already. What was it? It's just sad to see a legend like Camacho go out the way he did. I really had a lot of respect for him. I watched him growing up as a kid, so he was definitely influential when it came to boxing. The boxing community is at a huge loss right now. Huge loss, as far as I'm concerned. It's sad. Bernard Hopkins came out and, said his wishes. A lot of boxers came out and said their wishes. And I see a lot of fans out there who are saying, Hector who? Like, you can tell they haven't done their history. So, look, I'm just hitting this guy with uppercuts left and right. Listen, I'm trying to extend the round so I can talk. So I don't even need to see this, but it's really sad, that something like this would happen. I really wish him the best. It was sad to see. He gave us so many great memories and so much. And these days the kids would call it swag, even though if you ask me, that word is dead now. If you ask me, when mainstream media gets this stuff, it's time to end it. But definitely very flamboyant for his time. He was ahead of his time, if you ask me. When it came to being a showman and a boxer. You know what I mean? These days, it's almost like it comes hand in hand. But he was definitely the guy at the time, for his weight class to do something like that. So it's very, like I said, very sad. It's very heartbreaking to see, for the boxing community. All right, let me get into this, as you just say, because this guy's really pissing me off now. This counter-punching thing, he's just going to take me apart here. It's only second round, seriously. But like I said, there's the legendary fights that Camacho had. Well, like I said, especially if you go back and watch him with Julio Cesar Chavez, it was a great fight. Yeah, Camacho lost, but if you see the way he acts, it's hilarious. Like, because he, in his mind, he thinks he wins, and that's where you see these days. Eyes grab me. These days, where you see boxers where win or lose a fight, they both put their hands up. Camacho, he was that type of guy. You know, when boxers lost, they lost. You know, if you go back and you look at fights like with Meldrick Taylor and stuff like that, when they lost, they lost. There was no putting their hands up really that much. You know, even if they lost, no. But you know, it's that confidence, and that's what people need these days. You know, boxers need these days. But yeah, I'm very sad to hear, you know, what happened, and hopefully they have some type of a big tribute for him. You know, and I'm talking about ESPN. I'm talking, you know, all the sports stations, because it seems like these days sports kind of he's down. Yeah, it's these days sports, like when it comes to those type of stations, they kind of overlook boxing. I guess they feel it's a dead art or whatever you want to call it. As far as I'm concerned, as you can see, this isn't really a fight for me. You know what I mean? This is garbage. I just want to talk about Camacho, you know, while giving you all something, because some of you had asked, you know, if I could do more of these videos. And what was it? Some of you guys asked me to fight some legends, but you have to understand, there's certain legends that aren't in the game, and the legends that are in the game, a lot of them, believe it or not, EA makes you pay for those. That's right, they're Legends packs. They make you pay online for extra boxers. So certain people I can fight and certain people I can't fight. Alright? So just to let you guys know. But it's just really sad to see something like this happen, you know, in our community when it comes to boxing. Like I said, huge influence when it came to boxing, especially for people, like I said, not only just the Puerto Rican community, but people who were small and were boxing. You know, he showed heart, and that's what it came down to boxing. These days, you don't see much heart in boxing. You really don't. You know what I mean? We all know, you know, you give them the first 1 or 2 rounds, you know, to feel a person out, and then all of a sudden it's stay away from me at times. No one wants to get hit. Granted, the name of the game is not to get hit, but you're going to have, if you're throwing punches, you got to expect to get hit. You know what I mean? You're going to have to trade with some people. That's just how it is. You can't be a boxer and not get hit. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to stop spamming this uppercut on this dude. Look. Because he just, right there, he keeps giving me the same, ooh, see? Keeps giving me, look, straight. Working the body, he's down. This is ridiculous, guys. Like, EA, seriously, you have to give me something better than this. And like saying, people say this can't be on hard mode. Ah, yeah, it is. This is on the hardest mode it is. I'm telling you guys, it's too easy. It's just way too easy. And like I said, my guy isn't overpowered or anything. You know what I mean? I'm not 99s across the board, no. You know? Like I said, I may be the champ, but there's just no way to actually be whooping up on guys like this at 200 pounds. Last guy we saw win a heavyweight fight like that at, what, 200 pounds? Was it Roy Jones when he fought Ruiz? And they wouldn't let Ruiz clinch with him. You know what I mean? They let Jones actually box. But they know if Ruiz would have clinched and pounded with that guy, it'd have been a whole different story. Like real heavyweights do. Like, it'd have been a completely different story. And, you know, boxing didn't want that at the time. They wanted Roy Jones as a champion because of his, you know, athletic prowess. And don't get me wrong, for Roy, for what he did, you know, a lot of people always, you know, question his chin, but the guy was a complete athlete. You can't even take that away from the guy. You know, what do you say? Y'all must have forgot. Yep. People tend to forget when you're not around a while. And there was just not too long ago, Bernard Hopkins was on Twitter talking about, what was it? He was talking about trying to get him and Roy Jones back in the ring again. And Roy was like, it's not worth my time. So I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. But Bernard got another fight coming up. You know, after the way he fought that last fight, I don't know. You know, as much as I love Bernard Hopkins as a fighter, I don't know. That really didn't sit well with me. Look, I'm just wearing this guy out. All right, I'm going to put this guy away this round. It's time to really get to this guy. Look, 10-9 round the first one, 10-8, 10-8. All right, I'm going to put him away this time because this is just ridiculous. Look, he's just giving me his chin. Look, get out of here. You know what I mean? It's just not, like I said, when I actually want to try, you can do it with no problem. I know a lot of you guys have said, you know, well, I feel like I want to get this game. Look, if you're going to get the game, get it used. $10, $15. You know what I mean? Like, this game is not worth top pricing. I don't know what the hell EA was thinking. Oh, he got up. You know something? He's gotten up more than Mike Tyson did. Did you notice that? I'm just saying. He's gotten up more. Look, he's hurt again. He's down again that quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. I can only imagine how online is with fighters. Like I said, we already know the problem with online where guys were ducking people for title fights and they were using 2 different PlayStations to, to keep fighting themselves to hold on to the title. Like, these are things that really need to be, you know, put into question. Oh, he's done. They need to be put into question when EA is making these games. I really feel as though, like I said, the game does have potential, but EA is just not, you know, focusing on what's good. This game at one point, there goes my title, at one point you could only use the total punch control, which I felt was a good thing. Like I said, that's all I use is total punch control. But then people started complaining and saying that you needed button pushing and carrying on. They had to put an update, a patch out for it. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Gamers, learn how to play. That's all you got to do. Once again, 10-9, 10-8, 10-8. This is crazy. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Once again, rest in peace, Hector Macho Camacho. You will be missed. I'm out.